Good morning guys, welcome back. Just as we did the past 2 weekends, we'll continue and finish off our series of reviews of the new 1950s products. And so today we'll be looking at the Union Texturizing Creme. This is the one product from the previous line I believe we did not look into, but now given like the range of products that we've seen that we're interested in, and based on what you guys have started to kind of become, I guess, accustomed to or introduced to, we're going to go ahead and now look at their texturizing cream, because if it is anything similar to the Old Dude's matte paste or the Empire Apothecary like paste type of products, then this is something that we can find a lot of use for and find a lot of interest in. So I figured this time around it's worthwhile to look at. So we're going to go ahead and look into this product today. But we'll start off just like any other review by looking at the can, the jar, the design work. So as beautiful as it is, I don't want to spend too much time here because this is the third time we're looking at this new jar. 1950s Union Texturizing Creme, beautiful, ornamental, nice, like gold colored, gold tone, like just effects, and savage ass imagery on the side. 4 ounces, gray color scheme instead of the other black and like kind of blue purplish color. More information on the bottom. And opening up the jar though, this is the part that we actually want to see, is the product itself, which is distinctively different from the previous formula, but somewhat familiar to like the look of other pastes, yet it still has this like gel pomade look to it. So we're really going to kind of concentrate and hone in on that. But yeah, let's go ahead and use it. In regards to like the smell of this pomade, it's similar to the matte clay. I would say it's even more cologne-like. It has more of like a fragrance to it, but still similar in a way. But this is probably my favorite smell out of the entire line. Whether it's like drastically different or not, it at least comes out or is a lot more apparent in this formula than the other ones. So let's see, scooping it out, it definitely has a different texture than like any other gel pomade, or really in comparison to most other like paste products. So honestly, it strangely feels like a lightweight oil base right now, but as you smear it, definitely doesn't feel like super oily in any way. It also doesn't have much grip, so we'll see how it styles with as well. Applies very easily. And so according to like the description of the product, or at least how it's advertised, supposed to get like a pretty natural styling characteristic out of it. Less is more, in that with less you can get a more natural look, and so we'll really emphasize that. We'll still go for 3 scoops, but 3 like much smaller scoops. And the reason why I say it kind of scoops out like a lightweight is that like it's kind of clumpy out of the jar. Has a bit of like some sort of kind of slight thickness to it, not like a super much like a cream. It has a little bit of thickness to it, but of course once you break it down, it goes smooth and applies like also very smoothly. And go ahead and get one more small scoop, and then we should be good. And still with this product, I'll make sure I apply it where I need it to form a pomp, which is going to be down near the base in the center. Yes, it's also about time for me to get a haircut. The top length is good still, but the sides are getting a bit long, but shouldn't affect the review too much today. Alright, so go ahead, just comb everything back, still always making sure things are applied evenly. So combing it through is obviously very easy. It has, I would say it's neutral, but with just like a tad of shine, which is very surprising. Typically with texturizing creams, it's typically like a matte or like a neutral finish, and I mean I prefer it to be a matte or neutral finish. So the shine is very unique for a texturizing cream. Anyways, let's go ahead and style. So, I mean, I'm gonna go ahead and stop and show you guys this because I just styled like a beautiful, like just a beautifully shaped, very lightly shined, like clean pomp with this product. And though I wouldn't say it's intended for this, but this is nice and I wanted to show this because, yeah, I mean, honestly, if you had a light hold, water base, like neutral S like product, if you wanted something like that to style like a really nice, natural, clean, but like well-shaped pomp, like this would literally be it. That's beautiful. But this is a texturizing cream, so we'll keep this in mind, but we'll also go ahead and start texturing it to see how it responds. Which also seems better than I expected. So what made me worry before was that this product doesn't seem in any way like a clay. It's not a clay, but still with texturizing products you kind of have this dry, slight grittiness or something that really hints that it's gonna like let your hair kind of be like, give that separation, give that good texture. This one didn't yet. It's giving great separation, great texture for sure. Like no question about that. Also the control is like absolutely beautiful. I'm actually very surprised, like scooping it out, applying the product, I was like, there's definitely some worries. I was like, am I gonna have enough hold? Am I gonna have enough control? And like, with the shine, like, where's this texture gonna come from? But it's really working. Damn. So, I mean, I guess overall, like consistency, it goes out like a, kind of like cottage cheese, or like, I mean like bad cottage cheese, or like a really like lumpy, dryish like lotion, like type of cream. But once it applies to the hand, it gets like really smooth, and it applies to your hair really smooth. Shine, I would say right now it's like neutral, just a tad of shine. We'll see like where it ends up throughout the day, whether it maintains this or not. Texture wise, very nice, very loose texture, but without any sort of like gritty or like sticky feeling, which is like very interesting. It's a very airy type of texture, which is very nice. Control and strength wise, it's definitely, it tricks you. It does have like good hold to it. It's more of like a medium, light medium. And for the control, like, I mean, I literally shot out in 2 seconds, and it's been I've actually had a pretty bad week of like styling my hair. It's been very frustrating this week, but damn, all of a sudden, very pleased right now. So anyways though, we'll reserve our opinions, come back in a few hours and talk about the endurance, restyling, and other characteristics that come out during the day. Alright, so back now, we're deep into the afternoon, so let's go ahead and talk about the hair. Basically, just went to the dog beach today, very windy, definitely like my hair got messed up, and so we had a really good example of how it restyles. Because I think the strongest characteristic of this product throughout the day at least is kind of how it restyles, how it feels, and just how clean, like how damn clean this thing is. So, I mean, restyling it is surprisingly very possible. I think like the coolest thing about this product is how airy and natural it feels, while still somehow providing like some form of like ability to work with. Because I mean, the only product that's gonna like really survive the day is something that like kind of hardens, and this one doesn't harden at all, or something that's just like ridiculously strong, and this one is not ridiculously strong. What it is like very airy, very natural, like very like just super lightweight, but still just somehow allows you to restyle without really feeling like you have anything at all in your hair, which I love. And so this is something I would use like definitely on the daily, like at work, because it feels super clean, and also at the gym because things are gonna get messed up, and so what I want is just something very clean and lightweight. It feels like nothing in my hair to just keep everything back. So I guess going through the categories, endurance wise, like yes, it was gonna get messed up. I mean, it's texturizing cream, it's light, medium light like hold, and it's already textured. Restyling it is very possible and very pleasing. One of the best, most enjoyable like products to restyle with for sure. Texture stays good, nice, loose on the coarse side. On the coarse side without being like you even feel really any grit or stickiness, which is fascinating. Washing it out, just add water, very easy, very straightforward. It is a water-based product. I guess forgot to mention that before. But overall, like, my seal of approval, hands down, no question. This is, I would say this is pretty different from like a paste product as well. I mean, more similarities to paste than anything else, but still a cream, and very much a cream by the definition of a cream. It feels in many ways like a thick lotion, styles like one. I mean, applies like one, combs through like one, but styles like a light, medium hold, like texturizing paste, which is absolutely fascinating. So we now see something that's really different from other things, where it's not like a clay or gritty texture, but some sort of weird like airy texture. I guess that's the best way for me to describe it right now, is that using this product initially, I had no feeling that this was going to be like a texturizing product. I didn't feel like I was going to get separation, but somehow I did. I also didn't feel like I was going to get any hold out of this product, but somehow I did. So I really like it a lot. We're going to do our best to try to get it onto the approved list, because this is definitely something worthy of that. But in the meantime, if it's not there, if it doesn't say so in the description, you can always buy it directly from 19Fifties.com. Buy it directly. We do provide a promo code as long as you do that to support that small time craft pomade label. The Pomp, all caps, nothing else. So other than that, peace out guys, and I hope you guys got something out of this review.